Alright, so this is an instructional video from my mother. Mom, I hope you're home and you're able to try to do this with the help of Dad or Sandy or Davy or something like that. So, this is the kava powder, and this is the actual bag that I'm going to give you half of it and mail it to you guys. So, inside it's a powder. It's like the consistency of flour or just about anything. It's not crystalline like sugar or something like that. It's very much like a flour. And so what I've got going on here is I've got a cheesecloth sack. But I suppose you could do like pantyhose or something like that, whatever might work. And I'm going to get some tap water going. Just about as hot as I can get it. And in case you guys are wondering, Billy's over there, just on the other side of the sofa there. Hey Billy, what are you doing? Ignoring Daddy. Alright, so I got that. And we got pretty hot tap water here. The hot water heater does a good job. So that's more than enough water in there. And I'm just going to soak that and let that steep just for a short little while. And then, really the work is in trying to knead this stuff. So this is like the fibrous part of the root of a tree in the South Pacific. And it's got these kinds of fat soluble compounds in there called kava lactones. And they have a mild sedative effect. And so that's the good stuff that we're trying to extract out in the water. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, maybe a little bit. The water is starting to yellow up, starting to brown up a little bit. Pretty boring video, Mother. Pretty boring stuff. So, I hope that you found this video as you're looking through Billy's stuff, and that you are back home, and that you are mending, and that you are enjoying life at home instead of in Buckingham's Choice. That's right, Billy. Let's hope Grandma is okay. And, yeah, I'm just going to let it steep another minute or two. Again, I apologize for the boring nature of this video. If I was some kind of fancy YouTuber, I guess I could have this edited so that we didn't have this awkward lengthened pause here. But you guys are just going to have to deal with me talking and Billy squealing and squawking. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to wring this. And I'm really going to do my due diligence here and wring this stuff out good. Now some people, after they get this wrung out in water, they add some kind of an oil or some kind of a fat, literally like butter or something like that. And the idea is that these things bind, because they are lipid, they're fat, that they bind to fats, and that helps kind of make them a concentrated thing or something. I don't know. I've never really messed with it, but I know that the people that I watch their videos and stuff like that online to do it, they take it an extra step further, and they do that kind of nonsense. But me, I'm just doing here, wringing this out, and the liquid that's in here is getting much, much darker. Now they say, with the purpose of doing this like this, is to try to get the fibers free of the good stuff that you're trying to get out, because actually the fibers can give you, some people report having like a nauseating kind of like headache effect. I haven't had that happen, but I've done it the right way and squeezed it out like the good old internet told me to. So, you know, take that as it is. And by all means, Mother, like any kind of medicine or anything like that, start with your a minimal dosage And if that's not adequate, try ramping it up, but just be cautious with it. There's not a whole lot of caveat with this, I don't think. There's some people online that say that it's got some toxicity with the liver, but then there's a lot of other information that says that that's not the case, and that if you are like consuming alcohol with it, to be very, very careful, because it can be like kind of a compounding thing. But that reasonable dosage of the stuff used on rare occasion really doesn't have any kind of bad effects to the liver. So I've been told that I could be a hand model. Is that do you guys think that that's accurate? I don't know if you can interpret bullshit when you hear it, but that was a little bit of me bullshitting. And this stuff's getting real dark brown now. And I think that's what we want. Now, one more thing that I should mention about, and this is more important than I really gave thought to before I hit the on button on the camera. This stuff tastes pretty nasty. It's really not too pleasant. And so by all means, treat it like a cup of black coffee or something like that. And if you want to put some cream or you want to put some sugar in it, sure, go for it. I'm sure you could do other things, honey, or, you know, whatever you want to try to mask a little bit of the unpleasant taste. Well, so there is that brown stew. That's what we're dealing with there. And I'm going to just put that in a mason jar and put it in the fridge so that it doesn't spoil. And really just one small coffee cup. Like, not even a coffee cup, like that size guy right there. Like I guess you'd have for an espresso or a cappuccino or something like that. I would try one of them full. And that ought to be an adequate dosage. And Mom, because you are a good bit smaller than me, if you just wanted to do a half a cup. For starters, I don't think a whole cup would hurt you, but if you want to do a half cup just to be safe. And the first thing you're going to notice, without a doubt, is that your mouth is going to go numb, like almost like you're like got put Orajel all over the inside of your mouth. And I guess that's the chemicals, dulling the nervous system. So let's hope that effect also does something similar to your noggin and can put you to sleep. And if you try this once or twice and it has no effect, or if it gives you a headache, by all means just toss it in the garbage. And but I do hope that it helps you get some sleep, and maybe it's a natural way to do so. And as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a relatively safe method. So again, Billy has rolled out of his spot there. Billy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Buster. Well, guys, this has been a long video, and it's boring as hell. So, but I'm going to get out of here. Take care, guys. Have a good one.